Welcome to the second part of our masterclass on building success from zero. In episode 1, we cleared your mind. We destroyed the invisible chains of your past. We took control of your daily dopamine, and we agreed to focus only on what we can control. Your mind is now a clean, empty piece of land. Today it is time to build. If you ask 100 people on the street what they want in life, 99 of them will give you the exact same answers. They will say, I want to be rich, or I want to be happy, or I want to be successful. These sound like good answers, but in psychology, these answers are incredibly dangerous. Why? Because they are not goals. They are just wishes. A wish is a dream without a timeline and without a map. Many people spend their whole lives feeling like they are working hard. They are always busy. They are always tired. But they never actually get closer to their dreams. They are experiencing the illusion of progress. They are running on a treadmill. They are sweating. They are breathing heavily, but they are not moving forward. If you want to escape the treadmill and start moving toward real success, you have to change the way your brain looks at the future. You need a blueprint. Imagine you want to build a house. You cannot just buy some wood and start hitting it with a hammer. If you do that, the house will fall down. You need an architect. You need a piece of paper that tells you exactly where every single wall and window must go. Your life is exactly the same. You need a psychological blueprint. In this episode, we are going to learn the exact scientific methods to set goals that actually work. We will turn your invisible dreams into physical reality. The number one reason people fail to reach their goals is vagueness. Vagueness means something is unclear or foggy. Your brain is an incredible machine, but it is also very literal. It needs clear instructions to operate. Think of your brain like a GPS navigation system in a car. If you sit in your car and type, "Take me to a nice place," into the GPS, the car will not move. The machine does not know what nice means. You have to give the GPS an exact address, a specific street, and a specific city. When you say, "I want to be rich," your brain's GPS cannot help you. It does not know what rich means. Does it mean $1,000? Does it mean $1 million? Because the destination is not clear, your brain simply does nothing. To fix this, we use a famous psychological framework for goal setting. It is about making your goals crystal clear. Every goal you set from today onward must have 3 exact qualities. First, it must be specific. You must know exactly what the end result looks like. Do not say, "I want to lose weight." Say, "I want to lose 10 kilograms." Do not say, "I want to read more." Say, "I want to read 12 books about business." Second, it must be measurable. You must be able to count it. If you cannot measure your progress with a number, you will not know if you are winning or losing. If your goal is to save money, check your bank account every week. If the number goes up, you are winning. If the number goes down, you are losing. Numbers do not lie. Third, it must have a deadline. A goal without a deadline is useless. If you say, "I will start a business someday," the word "someday" does not exist on a calendar. Someday easily becomes never. You must pick a strict date. Say, "I will launch my new business on the first day of December this year." A deadline creates healthy pressure. It forces your brain to wake up and take action. Write your specific, measurable goal on a piece of paper right now. Give it a strict deadline. You have just given your brain's GPS a real destination. Once you have a clear goal with a deadline, you might feel a new emotion, fear. When you look at a massive goal, like saving a huge amount of money or learning a completely new skill, it feels impossible. The mountain looks too tall to climb. This fear causes analysis paralysis. Your brain gets so overwhelmed by the massive size of the goal that you completely freeze. You do absolutely nothing. Psychology offers a very simple solution to this problem. It is called chunking, or the micro-step method. Your brain hates massive tasks, but it loves tiny, easy tasks. To beat the fear, you must take your massive goal and break it into pieces so small that they look almost ridiculous. Let us say your goal is to write a book of 300 pages in 1 year. If you wake up and say, "I have to write a book today," you will feel stressed and you will probably go watch television instead. But what if you break it down? 1 year has 365 days. To write a 300-page book, you only need to write less than 1 page a day. In fact, you only need to write about 200 words a day. 200 words is just 1 short paragraph. Anyone can write 1 short paragraph in 10 minutes. When you wake up, do not think about the whole book. Your only goal for the day is to write 1 paragraph. That is your micro step. It is so small, so easy, that your brain will not feel any fear. You will just sit down and do it. Every single goal in the world can be broken down into daily micro steps. If you want to start a business, your micro step for today might just be buying a notebook to write ideas. Your micro step for tomorrow might be reading 1 article about marketing. Success is not about making 1 giant leap. Success is about taking hundreds of tiny, boring, invisible steps every single day without stopping. Many people think that successful people have a magical power called willpower. They think rich and fit people are just mentally stronger than everyone else. This is a complete myth. Science shows that human willpower is like a battery in a mobile phone. When you wake up, your battery is full, but every time you make a decision or fight a temptation, your battery loses power. By the end of the day, your willpower battery is completely dead. If you rely on willpower to achieve your goals, you will fail. Instead of trying to be mentally strong, successful people use a strategy called choice architecture. This means they design their physical environment so that doing the right thing is easy and doing the wrong thing is very hard. Your environment is stronger than your brain. If your goal is to eat healthy food, but you keep a box of sweet cookies on your kitchen table, you will eventually eat the cookies. Your willpower will drain and the environment will win. To achieve your goals, you must engineer your surroundings. If you want to study for 2 hours every night, you must create a study environment. Remove the television from the room. Put your phone in a completely different room and turn the internet off. Put your books open on the desk before you even sit down. When you enter that room, there should be nothing else to do except study. You do not need willpower if the environment forces you to focus. Take a look at your room, your house, and your phone right now. Are they designed for your success, or are they designed for your failure? If you want to change your life, you must first change your environment. Make your good habits easy and make your bad habits impossible. Even if your environment is perfect, you will face an internal battle. This brings us to a massive psychological concept called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance means your brain experiences extreme stress when your actions do not match your deep beliefs about yourself. Your brain always wants to prove that your identity is true. If you deep down believe that you are a lazy person, but you force yourself to run 3 miles every morning, your brain will panic. It will say, "Wait, we are lazy people. Lazy people do not run. We need to stop running to protect who we are." Eventually, your brain will win and you will quit. To achieve massive goals from zero, you cannot just change your actions, you must change your identity. When you start a new habit, pay close attention to the words you use. Do not say, "I am trying to quit eating sugar." The word "trying" implies that you are still a sugar eater who is just acting differently. Instead, you must say, "I am not a person who eats sugar." Do not say, "I want to become a reader." Say, I am a reader. When you change your identity, the goal becomes automatic. A person who identifies as an athlete does not need willpower to go to the gym. Going to the gym is simply what an athlete does. Your first task is to stop calling yourself a failure and start calling yourself the person you are building today. Your identity is heavily influenced by the people around you. Human beings are deeply social animals. We have a psychological need to fit in with our tribe to survive. In social psychology, this is called conformity. Your brain is designed to copy the habits, the vocabulary, and the standards of the people you spend the most time with. There is a very famous rule in business. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your 5 best friends complain all the time, you will automatically become a complainer. If your 5 best friends are broke and spend all their money on useless things, you will stay broke. Your brain will copy them because it wants to belong to the group. But if you spend time with 5 people who are starting businesses, waking up early, and reading books, you will naturally start doing the same. Look very closely at your circle of friends right now. Are they pushing you forward or are they pulling you backward? You cannot heal in the exact same environment that made you sick. If you are starting from zero and you do not know any successful people, that is okay. Thanks to the internet, your 5 people can be authors, podcast hosts, or creators of educational videos. Feed your brain with the voices of winners, and your brain will conform to winning. As you begin this new lifestyle, you must understand how your body powers your brain. Your brain only makes up about 2% of your total body weight. However, it burns 20% of your daily energy. Thinking is a highly physical activity. It burns real calories. Every single time you make a choice, your brain burns energy. If you wake up and spend 20 minutes deciding what clothes to wear, deciding what to eat for breakfast, and deciding what music to listen to, you are draining your battery before the day has even started. Psychologists call this decision fatigue. If you want to achieve massive goals, you must protect your brain energy. Highly successful people automate the boring choices in their life. They wear the same simple clothes every day. They eat the exact same breakfast every day. They wake up at the exact same time. By removing these useless daily decisions, they save all of their brain's energy for the big, important tasks. Look at your morning routine. Find the choices that do not matter and make them automatic. Treat your brain energy like money. Do not spend it on cheap things. Now that you have protected your energy, you must protect your focus. We live in a world of endless choices. There are thousands of things you could do today. You could try to learn 3 different languages, start 2 different businesses, and take up 5 different hobbies all at the same time. In psychology, this is called the shiny object syndrome. People get excited by a new idea. They work on it for a week, and then they see another new idea and completely change direction. They spread their energy so thin that they make 0 progress in any direction. One of the most famous strategies for extreme focus is the 5-25 rule. Take a piece of paper and write down the 25 biggest goals you have in your life. Write down everything you want to achieve. Now, look very closely at that list. Pick the top 5 most important goals. These are the goals that will truly change your life. Circle those 5. What about the other 20 goals on your list? Most people would say, I will focus on the top 5 and I will work on the other 20 when I have free time. This is totally wrong. Those other 20 goals are your biggest enemies. They are the distractions that will steal your time and destroy your focus. You must avoid those 20 goals at all costs until you have finished the top 5. Success is not about saying yes to everything. True success is about saying no. You must say no to good ideas so you can focus entirely on great ideas. If a new opportunity comes to you today, and it is not one of your top 5 goals, you must reject it immediately. Protect your time. It is your most valuable asset. With perfect goals, perfect micro steps, and a perfect environment, things will go wrong. Life is unpredictable. You will get sick. You will have a bad day at work. Your car will break down. When bad things happen, most people abandon their goals entirely. They miss one day of their daily habit and they say, "Well, I failed. I might as well give up completely." To build a plan that never fails, you must plan for failure. Psychologists use a very powerful tool called implementation intentions, or the then strategy. An if-then plan is a safety net for your brain. You think of a problem before it happens, and you decide exactly how you will react. If this bad thing happens, then I will do this action. Let us say your goal is to exercise every morning before work. If it is raining heavily and I cannot run outside, then I will do 30 minutes of exercise inside my bedroom. Let us say your goal is to save money and not buy fast food. Your then plan might be, if my friends invite me to a fast food restaurant, then I will eat a healthy meal at home first and only order water at the restaurant. By writing down these rules in advance, you remove all the stress and confusion. When the problem actually happens, you do not have to think. You do not have to use your willpower. You simply follow the rule you already created. You become unstoppable because no surprise can destroy your plan. Now you are taking action. But how do you know if your actions are actually working? In the world of science and business, there is a golden rule. You cannot improve what you do not measure. Imagine trying to lose weight without ever stepping on a weighing scale. Imagine trying to grow a business without ever looking at a bank statement. You would be flying blind. To guarantee your success, you must create a feedback loop. A feedback loop is simply a system for checking your results and making small changes. You must track your progress every single day. The easiest way to do this is with a simple wall calendar and a red pen. This is called the "don't break the chain" method. Every day that you complete your micro step, draw a big red X on the calendar. After a few days, you will have a small chain of red X's. Your brain will visually see your success. When you look at the calendar, you will feel proud. You will want to keep the chain growing. Your only job every day is to not break the chain. At the end of every week, take 10 minutes to do a weekly review. Look at your results. Ask yourself 2 simple questions, particularly this week. 2. What went wrong and how can I fix it next week? If you failed at your goal on Tuesday, do not be angry. Be a scientist. Look at Tuesday and figure out why it happened. Did you get distracted by your phone? Change your environment for next week. A mistake is not a failure. A mistake is just data. It is information telling you exactly how to become smarter. We have built a completely factual, scientifically proven blueprint for setting goals. We learned that vagueness is the enemy, and your goals must be specific, measurable, and have a deadline. We destroyed the fear of massive goals by breaking them into daily micro steps. We realized that willpower is a myth, and we must design our environment for automatic success. We discovered cognitive dissonance and the need to change our deep identity. We understood the law of conformity and the need to surround ourselves with winners. We learned to prevent decision fatigue by saving our brain energy. We used the 5-25 rule to unlock the power of saying no to distractions. We built an then safety net to survive bad days. And we learned to track our daily progress with a visual chain. This is not motivation. This is mathematics. If you follow this blueprint step by step, success is mathematically guaranteed over time. Your mind is clear and your map is drawn. Here is your strict action plan for the next 7 days to master Episode 2. Step 1. Write the one goal. Tonight, choose your single most important goal. Write it down clearly, give it a strict number to measure, and pick an exact date on the calendar for its deadline. Put this piece of paper on your mirror. Step 2. Find the micro step. Take that massive goal and break it down. What is the absolute smallest, easiest action you can take toward that goal tomorrow? Make it so small that you cannot say no. Step 3. Fix your environment and energy. Look at the room where you work or sleep. Remove 2 things that distract you. Choose the exact clothes you will wear tomorrow and the exact breakfast you will eat, so your brain does not have to think about it in the morning. Step 4. Start the chain. Print a calendar or draw one on paper. Tomorrow, when you finish your single micro step, draw a massive red X on the day. Your new mission in life is to never let a day pass without an X. The treadmill is turned off. You are no longer running in place. You have a map, you have the rules, and you have the steps. Walk forward. You have completed episode 2. Your foundation is perfectly laid. We will see you in episode 3, where we will give you the psychological tools to build permanent discipline for the days when you feel like quitting.